What's going on, my Jack brothers and sisters? Coach Scott here. In today's video, I'm going to be showing how to go from a fat loss phase to maintenance to a lean bulk. Whether you prefer to track calories or not, I'm going to be sharing any differences in the meals that I eat, any changes that I make to my workouts or my overall active lifestyle. I want to thank Emily for this topic idea. If you have any questions that you'd like me to address in future videos, be sure to take a moment and drop a comment down below. Hope you enjoy this footage. Let's get to it. All right, yesterday was your last day in a calorie deficit. You woke up this morning, did your final weigh-in, celebrated, feeling victorious. Now what? Nothing changes except the amount of food that you're going to consume. I woke up at the exact same time today. I sipped on the same 2 cups of coffee with a little bit of unsweetened vanilla cashew milk while working at my stand-up desk, getting in some deep, focused, quality, productive work. Now I am about to enjoy my morning breakfast shake that I have each and every day. 1 cup of homemade kefir, 1 cup of unsweetened vanilla cashew milk, an assload of spinach, a banana, and a scoop of protein powder. Right now, I'm about to get outside and enjoy the sunrise like I do each and every morning. Just another gorgeous sunrise out here, a little breezy out there. Chief and I soaked up every second of it. Now, I am not one for the reverse dieting approach where you take a super slow and steady approach to bumping up your calories, really drag it on. I prefer to get myself and my clients up to maintenance level calories as fast as possible. Now, if you don't prefer to track your calories, you would simply increase the portion sizes of each meal a little bit, or if you would rather have a larger dinner, you can bump up the bump up the portion sizes a bit more there, or you could have a snack throughout the day, or maybe 2 smaller snacks throughout the day, and just gauge how your body is responding to that. If you do enjoy tracking calories, being a little bit more precise, what you're gonna wanna do is recalculate your maintenance level intake. So I'm gonna include a link down below in the description to the calorie calculator on my website. You'll enter age, height, weight, your activity level. That's gonna give you your TDEE. That is approximately how many calories you would consume to maintain your body weight throughout the week. Now, what I like to do is shoot a little bit below there. I'd rather err on the side of caution and go a little bit lower, seeing how your body responds. So I would subtract 100 calories from that as your starting point. Now, it's important to note that these calculators are just estimations and that your maintenance level calories are always in flux. It's more of a range than an exact number. You're never gonna burn the exact amount of calories each and every day. Now, if you notice in the example, my maintenance level calories are approximately 2,600. I'd say that's pretty much spot on. When I'm in a cutting phase, my calorie target is set at 2,000 calories per day. A general rule of thumb is that if you want to lose 1 pound per week, you would create a 500 calorie deficit. So 2,000 calories would be a 600 calorie deficit for me, and I typically lose 1.2 pounds per week when I'm consuming 2,000 calories per day. Now, again, as I mentioned, 2,600 calories is approximately my maintenance level calories. I like to err on the side of caution, so I'd subtract 100 calories from that at the start. So my target right now, transitioning from a cutting phase to maintenance, is to roll with 2,500 calories a day. I'm gonna get into more details in a moment. First, Chiefy Dog and I are gonna get out for our morning walk. Again, something that I do each and every day, whether I'm in fat loss mode, maintenance mode, or muscle building mode.
So with monk-like discipline and warrior-like strength, she ignored these distractions to exist exclusively in the present moment. She had to be where her feet were. She had to care about the person across from her and the experience they were sharing more than anything else in the world.
Right now I'm listening to the audiobook, Stillness is the Key by Ryan Holiday. Absolutely freaking loving it. Now back to my calorie intake. So I'm consuming 2,500 calories, so 100 calories below my maintenance level calories, so still a gentle calorie deficit. I'm gonna maintain that for about 2 weeks and see how my body responds. Now in those first few days, you're likely gonna see a bump up in scale weight. Do not panic, detach emotion from that experience. You are not gaining fat. Again, you're still likely in a gentle calorie deficit. What's going on there is you've got in my case, 500 extra calories going through my digestive system, so I'm gonna be holding on to a little bit more weight in my digestive system there. Also increase the muscle glycogen and water water within my body. So these are all good things, filling me out, giving me more energy, making me feel alive. We'll get to what we'll do next in a moment. Right now I'm gonna finish shaving and jump in the shower. On to meal number 2. This is my pre-workout meal. I've got 4 free-range eggs from my friend's local farm, some frozen mixed veggies that I cooked in the air fryer at 375 degrees for 15 minutes, sprinkled a little bit of ground black pepper and pink Himalayan salt on top. In the bowl, I've got 2/3 cup of oats, 140 grams of frozen mixed berries, and a little bit of cinnamon sprinkled on top. Now, I have this exact same meal each and every day, whether I'm in fat loss mode, maintenance mode, or muscle building mode. The portion size remains exactly the same. I find this meal to be incredibly satiating. It allows me to sustain my energy throughout my entire workout, which will be in about 60 to 90 minutes from now. Just allows me to perform my best while I'm training. Now, after 3 days of eating 100 calories below what the calorie calculator estimated your maintenance level calories would be, so for me 2,500 calories, you should start to notice that your weight begins to stabilize. So this is where it's really important to pay attention to how your body is responding to this calorie intake. So because it is likely a gentle calorie surplus, you may notice that your weight continues to slowly trend downwards. It's gonna be slight because it is just a very gentle calorie deficit. If that's the case, if you are noticing a slight downward trend, I would bump up your calories by 100 at this point. But if you notice that your weight has remained pretty stable still, you're really not noticing a downward trend, I would continue consuming that, for me, 2,500 calories for another 2 weeks to get more data to see if it is around my maintenance level calories or if it is indeed a little bit of a gentle calorie deficit. And again, at that point, if you do notice a downward trend, that's when you bump it up 100 calories. So if your weight is remaining stable, you're not noticing a downward trend after that 2 weeks to a month there, that's your maintenance level calories. And I would hold that for a solid 2 months. Again, paying attention to how your body's responding, just making sure that your body weight is remaining stable, that you are indeed around maintenance level calories. I really want you to establish this as your new set point here. Allow your body to really get used to this level of leanness, this calorie intake. Again, establishing a set point before we move on from here. We'll get to that in a moment. Right now, I'm gonna dive into this, get ready for my workout, get you some footage from that coming up in a bit. Just finished the back and hamstring workout from this month's Jacked at the 40 Club workout. Absolutely loving it. Great camaraderie in the gym once again. God, I freaking love my gym bros. So freaking grateful for them. So one thing, like back and leg workouts definitely are the most demanding for me. And sometimes there are days that I feel a little bit more hungry, my appetite increases a little bit. Now for me personally, I tend to keep my calorie intake consistent throughout the week and just on the rare occasion might bump it up a little bit. And then I just kind of make up for it in the following day or following days. So I like to view my calories on a weekly basis. I find that's more important during a fat loss phase, but even in maintenance and muscle building phase. Again, always trying to keep things as consistent as possible, but knowing that if you go a little bit over your target, you can just reduce your calories a little bit for the remaining days. So if you're someone who also finds that you really experience an increase in appetite on leg days or back days or certain kind of workouts that are more demanding for you, you can always bump up your calories those days. And the days that you have off from the gym, you can eat a little bit less those days if you find that your appetite is a little bit lower. I find that just because I have a day off from the gym, my appetite really doesn't change all that much. So once again, it's a big reason why I like to keep my calorie intake the same each and every day. So I need to pick up some groceries for tonight's dinner, and I'll get back to you in a moment with my post-workout meal. Time for my post-workout meal. Now, as I mentioned, the first 2 meals of the day remain the same, whether I'm in fat loss mode, maintenance mode, or muscle building mode. This is where things start to differ. So when I'm in fat loss mode, I'll just have the 260 grams of Greek yogurt with 140 grams of frozen mixed berries. Sometimes it's plain Greek yogurt. Sometimes, like today, I've got coconut Greek yogurt. Sometimes it's honey Greek yogurt or cherry Greek yogurt. Either way, it's Greek yogurt, 260 grams, and some frozen mixed berries. When I'm in maintenance mode or muscle building mode, I have more calories to play around with. Like today, I added some cacao powder to it. Some other days, I may add some almond butter. other days I may add Nutella depending on what I want for the day. Today I'm going with a Daryl's bar here, a protein bar, 28 grams of protein in here. It's all natural. You can see like it's got the oats in there, some chocolate, I think some peanut butter, different stuff. It's just an all natural bar. So again, it's all what I have here. Like sometimes I will just have the 260 grams of plain Greek yogurt and berries to give myself more calories for dinner, or like I said, I might have a snack. I might go to the cafe and have a latte or something like that. So all depends on what my heart desires for the day. But again, when I'm in maintenance or muscle building mode, you just have a little bit more calories to play around with. It's just after 4:30. I have wrapped up some focused and productive work. If you guys have been following my channel for any length of time, you know that I work hard, play hard. When I'm working, I am all in. When I am playing, I am all in. So I was trying to decide, do I want to get out for a bike ride? Do I want to get out for a walk with Chief, or do I want to get out paddleboarding? Looked up out the window, saw the lake is looking nice and calm, blue skies out here, and it's as if the lake was pulling my soul towards it. That is all that I needed to know. And again, this remains the same whether I'm in fat loss mode, muscle building mode, or maintenance mode. I get out for my walk in the morning, I go for my workouts, and I try to be active in the afternoon, doing some fun activities, doing the things that bring great joy to my life and set my soul on fire. I'm not doing this to burn calories or burn fat. I am doing it because it brings great joy to my life. So do not get caught up in the hype about what are the best fat burning activities. Instead, listen to your soul. It provides you with all the answers that you need. Live your life to the fullest. That is what this is all about. Damn, am I ever glad I got out in the water and soaked up those rays. I was out there for about an hour. I could definitely feel the back and the hamstring work from earlier today. Those muscles are definitely engaged when you're out on the paddleboard, as well as your core. Right now I am preparing dinner here. And I want to talk about, so you've been 2 months at maintenance level calories, your weight is stable, and now you want to build some muscle. To give yourself the best chance of building muscle, you need to be in a calorie surplus. If you are a beginner, I would recommend that you begin by bumping up your calories by about 300. If you're an intermediate lifter, maybe 2 to 4 years of lifting experience under your belt, I would increase your calories by 200 above your TDEE. If you're an advanced lifter like myself, so more than 4 years of lifting, I'd bump up your calories by about 100. So that put me at about 2,700 calories for the day when I'm in a gentle calorie surplus. That's where I'm at right now. We'll get back into more details on that. I'm gonna prepare this and we'll show you the finished product in a moment. It's dinner time, baby. I've got 14 ounces of chicken breasts that were fried up in a package of fajita seasoning, 90 grams of basmati rice, measured dry, cooked in the rice cooker with a little more than a cup of the spicy Thai broth, and a red pepper. Now, if I was in fat loss mode, I'd be having about half of this. So 7 to 8 ounces of the chicken breast, half a package of the fajita seasoning, and about 45 grams of the basmati rice. Now, when you are in muscle building mode and you're bumping up your calories, whether it's 100, 200, or 300 above your TDEE, once again, it's crucially important to pay attention to your body's feedback. Now, if you're increasing your calories by 300, you're a beginner there, you could expect to gain like maybe 2 pounds or so per month. So you're gonna notice that difference even on a weekly basis, like gaining about half a pound a week. If you're an intermediate lifter, bumping up your calories by about 200, like maybe a pound or so per month. Again, might notice a bit of a difference on a weekly basis, but you're definitely gonna notice that your weight is trending upwards throughout the month. Now, if you're an advanced lifter like me, a gentle calorie surplus, only about 100 calories above your TDEE, it's gonna be tough to gauge your progress even on a monthly basis. Like you're looking at maybe half a pound a month, which is kind of negligible. It's really tough. Instead of measuring your progress on a monthly basis, you're really gonna be looking at the trend over the course of several months. You're certainly not gonna be able to tell that you're in a calorie surplus on a daily basis or even a weekly basis, because the progress is gonna be very slow and steady. So you gotta embrace that process and really trust the process. We're gonna get more into that in a moment. Right now, I'm going to dive into this meal. Really looking forward to it, and Chief is definitely chomping at the bit here. Chiefy Dog and I are winding down for the day, getting ready to soak up this gorgeous sunset here. So I just finished about 40 minutes of yoga, and while I was doing that, I was listening to some more of the audiobook by Ryan Holiday, Stillness is the Key, that I shared earlier. I am loving that audiobook so much so that on the way home from the gym, I picked up a physical copy so I can like highlight it and quickly reference some of the key points that are really resonating with me right now. So back to the calories. So hit 2,700 calories for the day, 46% carbs, 23% fat, 31% protein. So I'm normally like around 40, 30, 30. natural eating tendencies there, a ballpark area. So a little bit higher carbs, a little bit lower on the fat, but guys, like I hardly ever track my calories anymore. I hardly ever know where my macros are. I know I'm getting an adequate amount of everything. And you see how structured I am with my nutrition. It is very easy for me to know that I am on point even without tracking my calories. And even like going out yesterday with the kids, we went out, got some Thai food. I ate a little bit lighter in the day leading up to it to give myself a little bit of extra room there. Didn't overindulge, ate to the point of satisfaction. Really no need to balance things out today. Still hit around my maintenance level calories there, but that's the key thing. Like I don't track my calories, but I keep an eye on my body weight. I know that over the course of the past several months, it's been trending upwards, and I can tell that I'm gaining a little bit of fat throughout this process. So those are two key signs that you're providing your body with an adequate amount of fuel to build muscle. Your weight is trending upwards and you're gaining a little bit of fat. You're consuming more calories than your body needs to build muscle, and the excess is being stored as fat. So those are all very, very good signs and right on point with me. Really, my goal is to spend as little time dieting as possible. I want to be providing my body with enough fuel, sufficient amount of fuel, so I can thrive and feel alive and do all the things that bring great joy to my life each and every day, most of the year. I don't want to be spending half the year dieting down to make up for a few months of excess there. So in a muscle building phase, I highly recommend at least 4 to 6 months. In my case, where the gains are slow and steady, I mean, I'm like looking at 10, 11 months in a gentle calorie surplus because it is slow and steady. There's no need for me to stop and cut any sooner because it's only a few pounds that I'm gaining throughout this process. So even if I gain 5-6 pounds during 11 months of muscle building, it's only going to take me a month to cut that down. So that is my approach to cutting phase, maintenance phase, and muscle building. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please do me a favor and smash that thumbs up button. I'd really appreciate it. If you want to see more videos like this, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Hit that alert button so you're notified each time I upload a video. If you know a fellow bro who would benefit from watching today's video, please do me a favor and share it with them. But more than anything, I'd love to hear from you down in the comment section below. Share your thoughts, share your insights, share your feedback, and your own personal experiences. There's a jet ski going by. And there goes Chief. Come on, Chief. Come on. You didn't jump in. What a good boy. Good boy. So that will be a wrap for the day. Before you go, don't forget to download your free guide, Lose Fat, Get Jacked. Have yourself an amazing day. Catch you in the next video.